Oops. I misclicked. No! Hello, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. In the last episode, I think we are close to finishing the case. If I recall correctly, we just need to examine the knife and see who actually killed the victim on this third case. Before that, I do have an announcement that I'm going to make a Twitter page. I don't know if that'll help, but I'm getting into Twitter. You'll see me just tweeting about random stuff and and things, I guess. When will that account be created? I'm still not sure, but it's going to be soon. It's going to be. Alright, without further ado, let's continue the game. I think we are very close to finishing this case in particular. We just need to examine if it's possible to create a knife or not, and after that we can conclude this whole case as finished. Yeah, ice experiment and silver experiment. Let's see.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water inside the mold.
Right. Water. Pour it. Let's see if this is...
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts.
4 attempts?
Oh look, the temperature is reducing.
It's empty.
It's empty. Crap.
Right. Okay. Oh look, the temperature is reducing. Yes. Right, time to put that. Wait until it stops. Now time to put the ice again. And the salt. Okay, just a bit more. Okay, another pack of ice. And then the salt. Right. And okay, the last pack of ice.
Right, is this going to be enough? Nope, okay. For the final one, I'll add a touch of salt and it should reach minus 20.
Excellent. Now we must check to ensure that it is adequately frozen.
Alright. Let's see.
An ice weapon for a cold-blooded murder. An ice knife. A surprising and yet a very brilliant idea.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it melts. The only trace it leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
Alright, let's test
Let
the
us try
silver.
to create an object from silver by using the mold.
Alright.
It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner. Done. Now I can proceed further.
Okay. Use the saucepans and put it inside the mold.
The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool down.
Okay.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Open it.
A homemade silver knife. Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
It sure does. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay. I guess this case is going to be a short one. Ice weapon champagne. The ice weapon was initially created and then preserved inside the champagne bucket. Alright. Then this one. I kept making mistakes. The silver weapon was used and then destroyed in the brazier after the crime. This one? The presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the stream. The presence of water in the blood is an unexplained clue. It must be somehow linked to the murder process. Let's see. The murderer hid the weapon inside the ice bucket with the champagne. After the attack, the knife was left to melt, so causing the excess of water in the blood pool. I feel like the ice knife is more plausible because... let's see. How should I explain it? The strange puddle of water? The blood is mixed with water, right? And it hadn't been long before that. He was thankful, working together. Let's try this. Being or disturbing specialist is aware that he's about to be cast aside over a major discovery. He will lose his chance of a lifetime. He killed Sir Rodney to avenge an abuse of power that would be his financial benefit and would allow him to emerge as a luminary in the field. He is a nice made reproduction of the golden knife of Mithras. Pitkin feels rather uncomfortable postponing the public opening of the Roman baths because of Sir Rodney. He was angry because of this. What if stock takeover? Even if Pitkin is the owner of the baths, he will surely lose them, for this major discovery will change everything. It will turn the baths into a permanent excavation site to preserve the research. It will never achieve the commercial status that Pitkin desires. Sir Rodney to conceal their discovery. The only way to save the Roman baths from the upcoming excavations, he intended to start his own business. He is a nice made reproduction of the golden knife of Mithras. Caro is tortured by his obsession with the Mithras curse. He has been driven insane, a condition worsened by the medication he is taking. Motive: paranoia. Caro's suffering was too great. After Sir Rodney's grand discovery, Caro lived in fear of the Mithras curse and so developed heightened feelings of paranoia. He killed Sir Rodney in a fit of obsession due to his intense nervous state. The only way to ease his suffering was to perform a ritual killing. He used a ice-made reproduction of the golden knife of Mithras. Let's see. The murderer hid the weapon in the clouded steam room. He then placed the knife in the brazier in order to destroy it, which resulted in the melted silver that we found. I see. So I have to... yeah. I have to pick what weapon is being used and who did it.
I'm not sure that...
Do you have something?
I'm trying...
I cannot really ask them more questions about it, huh? Let's see. I do have the dialogues. From this letter, it looks like Mr. Pitkin really wants to make the Frigidarium accessible to the public. Yeah, by this letter, it looks like Mr. Pitkin really wants the Frigidarium to be open. So, I think it's not Pitkin. So, it's either Blinghor or Caro. Caro is using St. John's wort powder. It provokes strong psychological side effects if misused. I don't know. Okay, I think I want a coin flip again. Although, who is it for? I mean, logically, Carol wouldn't know about the golden knife, right? Wait, I think he knows, but he doesn't know how to get to the golden knife itself. Maybe? I don't think because of the letter, it's going to be Pitkin. Carol is high on medication from what I recall, and the shock of that. But that is assuming that he did not kill him. I need like some kind of thing that can tell me that Carol Bringhorn, yeah. But the thing is, I think Carol isn't really specializing on archaeology, right? And we know that the golden dagger has been taken. So maybe I think the person who can do this is the person who has been working in the archaeological field itself. If that's like the case, then I think it's Blinghorns. Why did he wipe like dirty the thingy though? The baths, Roman baths, I think. A Frigidarium, yeah. Maybe he doesn't want anyone else to discover that. I'm not sure. But yeah, the only one that has the highest chance of doing this is Blinghorn. And silver knife? Let's see. Do I really want this? If Pitkin killed him and we know that it's Pitkin, that would be like really bad. And Pitkin really wants a Frigidarium to be unlocked for the people to see. Gero, on the other hand, I don't know about him, he's too high on drugs and he's too uncontrollable. And Blinghorn has its own like stuff to worry about, right? Because of Rodney, he's going to be cast aside, I think. Yeah, in the dialogue that I have shown, it shows that he and Rodney is going to attend a meeting, but Rodney changed his mind on the next day and said otherwise, so Blinghorn wouldn't like go there. But yeah, I think Blinghorn is the only one that can manage to not get a hold of the golden dagger, but seen the golden dagger on its own. Because it's not like Gero is going to look at the weapon itself, right? Or something. Yeah. And at the same time, I think Blinghorn has also seen the Frigidarium. So it had to be like someone who knows about the discovery. The one that knows about like the discovery that's like, you know, the most important one, I think. I don't know. Like they have to see the puzzle to be able to know where they are going. And I think Blinghorn is the person for it. Wait a minute. I think Gero plays the silver, right? So if that's the case, it should be the ice weapon. Yeah. Yeah! The murderer hit the weapon inside the ice bucket with champagne. After the attack, the knife was left to melt, so causing the excess of water in the blood pool. Yeah, I think it's Blinghorn. I think Blinghorn did it with the ice knife. Yeah. Let's see. Blinghorn knew of Pencliffe's intention to take all of the credit for the discovery of golden knife. He devised a cunning plan to eliminate Pencliffe, and for this he deserves the rope. So Blinghorn, he devoted his life to discovering the golden knife, and the credit was about to be stolen by Pencliff. He had given the opportunity to claim ownership of his discovery. He would not have killed Pencliff. Let's see. So Blinghorn found the golden knife, but the credit is getting stolen by Rodney. I mean, The one that I thingy, the first case is about self-defense, and the second case is about I don't trust the Holmes brother, I think. Which is the mayor, I don't know. Yeah, self-defense is still murder, but it's self-defense. This one though, it's not self-defense, it's revenge. He could have taken other ways for this, right? Instead of just straight up killing him. So I guess I'm going to condemn Blinkhorn. I'm sorry, Blinkhorn. Yeah, I have to.
I'm feeling rather uncomfortable. Why have I been put into these cuffs?
I fear that you had better get used to them, Mr. Blinkhorn. They are your reward for the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe.
What? No, that's a lie.
It is regrettable, for you are a talented archaeologist. I will request that you are placed in a prison where you are unable to dig an escape tunnel. That is, of course, if they decide that you shall live. The consulting detective who salutes your intelligence in performing the perfect crime, yes, but also the gentleman who detests your motivation.
You know nothing.
You wish to be the one who would reveal this to the world.
Is that the golden knife? How?
I also like to dig, you see. I only followed your trail. Such a pity that there is always someone willing to steal your credit, wouldn't you say? And there was the chance of a lifetime. You had to take it. It was not to be shared. But now I am here, and there is no one who will stop the tread of justice, Mr. Blinkhorn. Goodbye.
Oh my god. Blinkhorn knew of Bentcliffe's intention to take all of the credit for the discovery of the golden knife. He devised a cunning plan that would not only eliminate his rival but would award him the fame of discovery. He used a handmade ice maker to create an ice-made reproduction of the golden knife of Mithras, carry it to the steam room in a nice bucket with champagne, and then, after the murder, drop the knife onto the floor, allowing to dissolve to water. The rope is a fitting punishment. God, that is kinda deep. I don't really know what to say, but yeah, I have to accept his decision. As much as I would like to absolve him, I cannot play good cop all the time, you know? Good cop, bad cop. I think this is satisfactory. I still don't know if the ice knife is the preferred murder weapon, but yes, screw it. The Abbey Grange affair. Right, we are on our 4th case now. I wonder how many cases this game have.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come.
What the?
I'll wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade, a letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Right? What are you talking about? Silver knife. A silver cast of the Mithras Ritual knife. Alright.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Alright. Where's the letter? It's on the table. This table? Nope. This table. Nope. We have so many tables!
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
I know. Oh. A letter? A colossal scandal in high society. The well-known and remarkable archaeologist, the pride of our nation, Sir Rodney Bancroft, has been found murdered. The crime took place at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane, the location of the archaeologist's most recent research. But what is most truly shocking is that the murder of Sir Rodney was at the hand of his former friend and partner, Percival Bringhorn. The death sentence is the only possible punishment for this breed of villain. Well, goodbye. Your case is done.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
There's a lot of tables. You should tell me which table is it. Is she still there? Yeah, she is still there.
My analysis table.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Oh, there it is. Oh, so it is this table. Oh, I can rotate it.
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Alright. 221B Baker Street, London.
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
What?
A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
EB. What happened? My dear Mr. Holmes, I shall be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it. But I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace here. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade. Right. What happened?
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always. It appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
What time is it for you, Holmes? Alright. Time to go to Abbey Grange. Looks like we have arrived. Hello.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid to raise a right.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Are you sure you want to sit on that table? It might flip over and it'll charge more than your salary.
Lord George Brackenstall.
George Brackenstall.
Sir Warthen Brackenstall.
Warden Brackenstall.
Lady Brackenstall awake.
Yes, okay. Who is this?
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall. Baron Lyndon Brackenstall.
Come on, stop. Who is this? Who is this?
Lord Brigham Brackenstall. The Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
Austere. I don't know what that word is. Am I supposed to go here? That's the lady, right?
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself.
Oh.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Right, beforehand, let me check on you. Fresh bruises. Anything else? What? Pale cheeks. Australian origin. Elegant dress. Old bruises and wedding ring.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Alright.
Did these three villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
Oh. Oops. I misclicked. No! Yeah, what about your bruises?
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
How do you... Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Your ladyship?
Hello.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Alright. Let me examine. Okay. Wrinkles. Oh. Caring. Coffee stain. Ah, there's a coffee stain. And one more. Working hands.
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw three men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed.
Oh.
That's all I know.
Right. What's this?
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
Are they like related? Okay. Lot the packing. Oh.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Looks like they came here fairly recently then, and those two are inseparable, maybe?
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
Hello? That's the
This
safe.
is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Alright. Hello, lady. Can you open the safe?
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it.
Aww.
Your ladyship?
Alright. What's this? Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the street. Less than a fortnight ago, the infamous family of burglars Randalls, there are no more.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
Alright. More things for me to contemplate about. Right, I think the dining room is... You move from that table to that sofa without me realizing, huh?
You should
Oh,
examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
so that's the body. And this is outside. The outside looks really nice. Glasses?
A decanter standing next to the open bottle, an inseparable pair indeed.
Alright.
Chateau Calon Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru.
I don't understand.
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
Alright.
It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
Maybe someone drank it beforehand. See, I shall examine the body. Hello.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
Ouch.
Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon.
So this is a
That
poker.
must be the murder weapon. Barefoot, he had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
Alright. Not like you need to dress on your own home, right? Oh god.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
Anything else? Okay.
It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Alright. Let's see. Mantelpiece. Rope pipe, cut bell rope.
It appears that the bell rope was cut, by someone taller than me.
Ooh. Why did the bell rope get cut though?
A fur trader's cabin.
The death was instant.
This is the chair that she was tied on.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me.
I will take it with me.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Alright. Oh my god. What's that?
The hunting scene.
Oh, nice.
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. A bottle of wine is missing here. This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Right?
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents. The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
Alright, as much as I would like to investigate more, I think this is a good time to end it here. Thank you so much for watching my 7 or 8 episode of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, and I will see you later in the next video. Goodbye.